This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah.
Hello.
What is meant by parameter?
Yeah, suppose customer wants to talk to customers initially. At this time, we have to apply the concept of it. Actually, again, customer wants to put in 30 to 40 customers. By using the parameters, we have to use this concept.
So everyone, my voice is clear. Just I want to check with it's like a problem from my end or only for that you are
No,
mono.
your voice is clear, sir.
Deep
Yeah,
sound disturbance.
Yeah.
yeah. So Shiva, your voice is not clear. Something problem from your mic. Okay. So yeah. For Aisha voice is also clear for me. Srikanth voice is also clear for me. Okay. I'm not getting your voice properly. Fine. So what is a parameter is? So parameter, if you want to pass a value to the visualization dynamically, you can go for use the parameters. If you want to pass a value to the visualization, so you have a value, you want to pass it. So how you can do that? Okay, the passing the value to the visualization, we can go for use the parameters. Okay, that's not as well with the filters or some others which we have it, some other options. So we can use a parameter to pass a value to the report. So how can we do that and go for check that what are the parameter options which we have it. So double click on sample superstores from the data source. Okay. So simple example, first example I'm saying where we can go use the parameters. So let's go for take the top 5 subcategories I want to from the based on the sales. How we can get it? Guide me how I can get the top 5 subcategories based on the sales. Okay.
Drag the
So what are the
subcategories in
drag the subcategory into rows?
filters.
Okay, it's not required in the rows. We required in the rows as well, right? Drag in the sales also into the sales first. So I want to see the top 5 subcategories. Then you need to drag the subcategory into filters. So same thing we can do the this subcategory field also we can drag into the filters. How I can drag it is just control, take the control, click on control, drag it into the filter shelf. You need to press the control as well. Okay, control and drag it into filters. So what I need to do?
Top 5. Select
I
top
need
5.
to select the top by field. So 5 I can give it here. Okay. So top 5 we are getting apply. Okay. Now can you see that top 5 subcategories I am getting. So client asked me to bring the top 5 subcategories. So I created this dashboard. So I can share that. I rename it, edit title, top 5 subcategories. Okay. I can name it as top 5 subcategories here. Okay. Bold, apply. Okay. So can you see the top 5 subcategories? So I can share this to the end user. End user can see the top 5 subcategories. Okay, fine. So now I want to see the top 10 subcategories in my list. I want to see the top 10 subcategory into my list. What we'll do?
Again, we are going filters.
So
We will edit
again,
parameter.
he can go
Sorry,
Parameter.
for contact the
remove the 5 and give the
developer.
10. We'll pass the value as 10.
Create parameter.
Yeah, we can go for here and we can edit this filter and I can make it as 10 here. So we can get the top 10 subcategory. So every time, whenever he want to go for say the top 3 or top 5, top 6, So you need to contact the who's developing that particular report, so he can do the modification for him and delivering it to that. So is there any option that can I choose the value from the kind of quick filter? When I give the 6, I want to get the 6 subcategories. When I want to see the 2, I want to see the top 2 subcategories. When I want to go for top 10, I want to see the top 10 subcategories. Okay, I can pass a value, either 5, 2, 3, 6, whatever the value I want to see that. Just I give the value to it. I want to get the related subcategories in my visualization. Okay, passing a value to that. So yes, so we can go for achieve that creating a parameter. We can go for achieve that creating a parameter. So how we can create the parameter? Okay, so in the left pane, data pane area, we have the separate area for parameters. So right mouse on here in the parameter, create parameter option is there. Create parameter. So go for create parameter. I mentioned that name of it top n. N means n may be the any value. It may be the top 1, top 2, top 3, top 5, top 10, top 20. And in the sense, it may be the n number. Okay. So what type of value we are passing, the data type, we need to define it. Are you passing a string, a date, or a number, or what value you are passing to that visualization? What type of value we are passing here?
Number.
Sorry,
Number, sir.
Number.
number. So integer, we can mention the data type is integer. Okay, current value. What is the current value? I want to see the top 5 current value. Okay. So next, allowable values, we have it. All values we can take it. List of values, range of values. I want to go for all values. If you want it, you can select the all. So list we don't require it, and range I can mention that what is the minimum rank and maximum rank. What is the minimum rank and maximum rank? I want to define it. So I can say that minimum 1 rank, maximum is 17. I have 17 records only in the subcategory. That's why I'm mentioning 17. Okay, 1 to 17 we can get it. And step size, here we have the step size. What is the step size is, here we can get the scroll bar. When you define minimum and max values, we can get the scroll bar. In the scroll bar, once you move that, how many steps that parameter will take. So once you move it one step, 2 meters, 1 plus 1, 2 it will be. Get the top 2. 1 plus 2, 2 steps which take it, 1 plus 2, 3. Top 3 we can get it. Okay, like that we can mention the step size. Okay, so let's see that I can make it as 2. When you go for is the scroll bar only. Okay, click OK. So I have a top n parameter here, show parameter control. As like we have the show quick filters, we have the show parameter. Click on it. Now you can see that when I add this, we have it adding 2, adding to the scroll bar. Okay, so is my report is getting reflected now? The values are affecting the visualization? No. So the
No.
parameter
No.
not affecting the visualization. Then how we can get it? So that's we need to be go for pass this parameter. We need to use this parameter in somewhere in the filter. So you can go for edit this filter. So generally what is it? We are giving manual value here, top 10, right? Manual. It's a custom value we are giving it statically. But what is my requirement? When I give it 3 in the parameter, that 3 can be taken by the top filter. When I give it 4, I want to get the 4. When I give 5, I want to get the 5 here. That means the parameter name we can call it here. The parameter name we can call it here. So go for drop down here. Can we see the top end parameter?
Yes,
Click
sir.
on it. So now what are the value you can give it from top end that can be affected here? It will pass the value, that value to this top. So if you give 3, it will give the top 3. If you give the 5, it will give the top 5. Like we can get a passing a value to it. Click OK. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Or manually you want to go for give the manual values, uncheck the slider, sorry, format values, custom values, type in. Okay, you can go for give the 4. By
Srinivas,
default,
can you show again how you pass? I mean, after creating parameters, how you pass it into the visualization?
so here in the subcategory filter, edit that filter. We have that top n here. Generally, enter value. We can manually give the top 5. We wanted 5. If you want to go for
So
top
just
10,
we need to enter the top and parameter name.
yeah,
I
top
mean
10
parameter
parameter.
name.
Yeah, parameter name we need to select it from the list.
So it will come in drop down. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Apply. Okay. It's already created. The parameter is already created. Then only we can get in drop down. Okay.
Okay.
It's not created. You can create it from here as well. Edit filter. From the top n option, more options. Create new parameter option also is there. Okay. The
Okay.
parameter
Okay.
can be created from here as well. Got it? So this is the one option we have it from the top
Yeah.
n filter. You can create the parameter. Either you can create the parameter from the left pane area parameters here. Okay, so whatever the value you can pass it, the related data we can get into the visualization. This is the advantage of the parameter. This is the advantage of the parameter. Okay, same, can we build one more visualization with the bottom 10 or bottom 5? So drag the subcategory into filter shelf. Okay, sales. Now I want to get the bottom 5. Now I want to get the bottom 5. Create one more parameter. So now we can do that from the filter itself. Drag the subcategory into filter shelf. Okay, go for top by field. You can select the bottom. You can select the bottom. And here in the drop down, go for create new parameter. The parameter name you can give it bottom n. You can give that parameter name is bottom n. So integer it's automatically taking that. Current value I want to go for mention it 5. Okay, either you can mention it 3 as well, whatever you want to. By default it will get the 3 top 3. Okay, values when the workbook current values display and allowable values. What is the range you want to? You don't specify this. Okay, keep it as range. Okay, here click OK. Apply. Okay, and show parameter control. Yeah, I think I didn't use that control to use the subcategory. Drag the subcategory into rows. By default, we are getting how many? 3 because current value. So mention it 5. I want it. Top 5 we can get it. 7 I want it. Top 7 we can get it. 10 I want it. Top 10 subcategories we can get it here. Okay. Top 12 I want it. Get the top 12 subcategories. So I can go for give the 50 here. How many records we can get it?
I mean, how many?
17.
We don't have 50 subcategories. Only we have the 17 subcategories. We can get it until the data is available. Maximum 17 subcategories only we have it. So we can get the 17. Okay. The 17 is the highest value. So that's you can go for edit the parameter. So minimum maximum we can set up it. I have only 17. I can mention it. Sorry. Okay, we can get it only 17 subcategories. So minimum maximum we can set up it. 1 to 7. Clear these points. Any questions on how we can create the parameters? So here you have the 3 steps. While you are creating parameter and using it, we need to create 3 steps. The first step is you need to create a parameter. The first step is you need to create a parameter. So based on which field you are going to use it, we can go for create the parameter. Create the parameter. Okay, once you created the parameter, rightmost on it, show parameter control. The second step, you need to go for show parameter. So the third one, we need to use this parameter. You cannot use this parameter directly into filters. So parameter you cannot directly drag into the filters. It doesn't allow you. Then what we need to do is we need to use in the some other logic. Okay, either you can create a one calculated field and drag this parameter into that, or go for edit this filter. So here you can use that parameter name in the logic. So directly the parameter cannot be used in the filter shell. Okay, directly the parameter cannot be used in the filter shell. Okay, indirectly you can go for use it in the any logic, then we can able to work on it. So clear? Let me see one more example. Let's go for one more example.
So
So any question?
Srinivas, so here we have used the parameter, I mean, in the edit filter, na? Edit filter with their top and we have used it. But if we try to
Yes.
use it in a calculated field, I mean,
No, I am saying that you can use in the calculated field, the parameter can be useful. Directly the parameter cannot be dragged into the filter shelf. That is not possible, but everywhere you can
no,
do that. In the calculations you can use it.
yeah,
I
yeah,
can go for, I knew that. I
I
can go
mean,
for next step where we are
okay.
different levels. We can go use the parameters. I will explain you. Okay.
Oh.
So next, what is my requirement here? You can see that I have the subcategory wise data. I have a subcategory wise data in this visualization. So client asked me that I need to be change this subcategory dynamically and bring the data based on segment. Based on segment, I want to bring it. So dynamically, he want to change the subcategory and bring the data into the category wise. Otherwise, category take the category. I need to take it out, and I want to get the category wise. Dynamically, I want to get it. So now it is category wise sales, right? Can we dynamically change this category to subcategory? You can take it out there. Okay. So what we are doing is we are taking a category and adding subcategory, and I'm taking the subcategory out and adding the category to get the category wise data. So this step can we dynamically do that using the selection option here. If I select the category from the drop down, I want to see the sales by category. When I select the subcategory from the drop down, I want to get to see the subcategory wise sales in the visualization. Okay, I want to pass a category name and subcategory name. Based on my selection, I want to change the measures for that particular dimension, Can we do it? Yes, we can able to do that. So how we can go for pass the values to the parameter? Let's go for create a parameter again. So the parameter we can create it parameter shelf itself. Otherwise, in the top next to the search option, so go for create parameter. There is an option called as create parameter as well. So dimension change, I can say this dim change, dimension field change. Okay, float string. So now I am passing, it's a data type is string because I can say that category, subcategory. Okay, I'm saying that category and subcategory. Okay, click list. Okay, go for list of values I am passing here. That is
Category,
category
subcategory.
and subcategory. Okay, clear this. So there is no reason to give it a category as this and subcategory like this. Okay, so you can mention yeah, put it like this, then you can understand it later. I can explain that scenario in the next level. Okay, category and display value is category, value is subcategory, display value is subcategory. Okay, so then go for click OK. So I want to pass these two values to the visualization. Click OK. So okay, then go for show parameter control. The second step I am done. Show parameter control. Category if I selected, I want to see the data category wise. If I select subcategory, I want to see the data by subcategory, but it's not getting the subcategory wise data now. So how we can do that? So simple. If I selected category, I want then category I want to get displayed. Else subcategory. Simple if statement, right? If selected category, then I want to get the category field. Else means we have only subcategory, right? Else subcategory I want to get it. So can we write the if statement? Calculated range.
Your voice not audible, Anna. Hello,
Hello.
voice not audible.
Sain was not able to hear you.
I think Srinivas busy or is stuck at something.
Yeah, can you hear me? Sorry, I have a call.
Yeah, now can hear.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. If
Yes,
dimension,
now
so
check.
what we are checking is in the dimension, sorry, dimension change parameter. So this is the condition we are writing. So I'm taking that if dim change parameter, the parameter dim change is there. So I'm taking that. In the parameter, what is the values we have it? We have two values, right? One is category.
Subcategory.
Yeah. If I selected dim change category, okay. If I selected dim change is equal to category, then what I wanted, then I want to bring that my actual category field, else if I don't selected category, then automatically it is the second option is subcategory, else I want to bring the subcategory. Okay, so then end, is that clear?
Yes, yes.
So just I'm checking in the parameter two values are there. From the parameter you selected category, then bring the actual category field, else bring the subcategory, okay, apply, okay, drag this dimension into next to the rows, take it out this category field, so I selected category, I'm getting category by sales. I can go for select the subcategory. Can you see that we are getting all subcategory by sales?
Yeah.
So select the category by sales and select the subcategory by sales. Okay, when you go for write this calculation, there is some limitations, so we need to be follow that. Okay, so where is the dim change? I did this. So the first in the list of the category, in the list of the parameter, we have the category is the first. So same way you need to the condition, the category should be the first. Okay, and it is a case sensitive category. The values which you are giving in the parameter is case sensitive. The name should be matched with exactly with this value you are giving in the condition. Otherwise, it doesn't show the values related to it. Okay, so this is the limitation for it. Exactly, data should be matched. So easy to make that. We can go for make it is easy. What we can able to do that. So I'm creating one more parameter. One more time I'm explaining this. This time we can take that three dimension fields. Okay, category, subcategory, and segment also.
Broad.
Category and segment as well. Okay, or whatever the field you want it. So let me go for create one more parameter. Create parameter. Parameter is multi-dim change. Okay. So what is this? String or integer or float?
String.
String.
Or string.
String.
Okay.
String.
List of values we are giving. Okay. For behalf of the category, I can say that one. Subcategory two. Three is. I can say that three is the
Segment.
six. But display
Segment.
name I can change it. Display name I can change it. So also I can give it one, two, give the three. Okay. The display name I can change it to
Category.
category, subcategory, segment. Okay. For in the condition I'm going to use this 1, 2, 3, but display names are category, subcategory, segment. Okay, click OK. Show parameter control, the second step. We created the parameter and we are going to be show the parameter control. So category means value what? 1.
One.
Category means 2. Segment means 3. So now if you want to pass the values to the visualization, if you want to pass these values to the visualization, what we need to do? We need to write a calculation. So go for analysis, create calculated field. Okay. Okay. So can we write the same? If so, anyhow we seen that if and if else statements, right? We can write the case statement also. We can write the case statement also. So case, give the parameter name. What is the parameter name? Multi-dimensional. Okay. In the case you can write it multiple when conditions. When the parameter value is 1, in the parameter we have it 1, right? Then what I need to bring when it is 1?
Category.
I want to bring the category. Just type it, we can get the category field. When 2, then we need to
Subcategory.
bring the subcategory.
Subcategory.
Yeah. So when it is 3,
Segment.
then
Segment.
segment. End the statement. Expected type string found integer. Comparison the case expression must be string type. Okay, what we did is go for what is the error? Can anyone guess it?
No, because we are given the values as 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
So it is expecting a string, not 1, 2, 3 or something like that.
1, 2, 3 as the numbers, right?
Yeah, they are
Yeah.
the numbers. And we gave it a string.
Actually, what we did while we are creating the parameter, edit this parameter, we mentioned data type is string, but we given the values are 1, 2, 3, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So either you
So if
can
you
change this
if
to
you
number.
can data type, you can change to integer, no?
Yeah, you can change this as a number, one option. Okay. Otherwise, put these numbers into single quotations. Okay. Put these numbers into single
Single
quotations. Two
quotation.
options of it, anything you can do it. Okay. Either you can change the data type to number at parameter level or put these values into single quotations. These numbers become string.
Okay.
Okay. So now the
Yeah, now it's
calculation is,
valid.
yeah. Go for apply. Oh, now can you see that? Uh, Here we have the category field, right? Take it out this category field from those. Drag our multi-dimensional calculated field. So now you can see that the consumers corporated home offices in the list. Category I wanted. See that category wise sales. Go for select that subcategory wise sales. Is it clear?
Now, without
Yeah.
doing calculation, can you change physically on parameter?
Sorry, without?
Without writing calculation, can you
Hmm.
change physically parameter?
No, your voice is not clear. Without writing calculation,
Hmm? Can we change physically on parameters, category, subcategory, segment?
we cannot change it
Yes.
without calculation. We need to pass that parameter value to in the calculation. Okay, then only
Okay.
it will be work.
Okay.
So this is the main advantages of the parameter. So I'm selecting from the list something related data we are getting in the visualization. Okay. Clear this? Do you have any questions here?
Yeah, Srinivas, how the parameters use? Can you explain once? No need to show, just the use of parameter here. The showing on the sheet level display.
Yeah, parameter is passing a value to the dynamically passing a value to the visualization. Okay. So here you get the first
Okay.
example. You can see that I'm giving the number, whatever the number you feel it. Okay, give it 10. I want to get the top 10 subcategories. If I go for
Okay.
give it 2, I want to see the top 2 categories. Okay. One more
Okay.
advantage of the parameter is you can dynamically change the dimension field. You can dynamically changing the dimension field. So the data is showing that category wise now. Technology, furniture, office supplies. In the same
Yeah.
worksheet, I want to see that subcategory wise data. I want to see that
Okay.
subcategory wise data replacing with this category field. So that's we are doing it from the parameter. If select the subcategory, the data is getting changed. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
passing the subcategory wise data we are getting. Okay,
Yeah.
same
Yeah.
here as well. We have the 3 dimensions. Segment I want to see, segment wise sales I wanted. Yes, you can get the segment wise sales. And subcategory wise sales you wanted, you can get the subcategory wise sales. And category
Yeah.
wise sales you want, you can get the category wise. Okay,
Yeah.
so
So here much more difference are there. Show filter with the parameter.
yeah,
So yeah.
much difference with the parameter and show filter. Okay,
Okay.
is that
Thank you.
yeah? So let me show you another example where we can go for it. So now we can give the parameter in top n filter calculation. The parameter can be used in the calculated fields also, right? Can we use the parameters in the calculation field?
Yes, sir.
Yes, something says
Yeah, we can write the parameters. We can use the parameters in the calculation field. Calculated field is nothing but you can go for create calculation field. Whatever the condition you can write it, that's a calculated field. So here we already used that in the right. The parameter name, we used it. We have written some calculation is right. This is the advantage of the parameters. So let me show you one more example here. So I have the data subcategory wise sales we have it. Okay, subcategory wise sales I have it. So what we did yesterday, we seen that how to write a conditional formatting. How we can do that conditional formatting, right? So where my sales is greater than 1,50,000, we are getting green color. Where my sales is less than 1,50,000, we are getting red color, right?
Yes.
So how the formula, how the calculation we written? Anyone tell me that?
sales greater than 1 lakh.
So the conditional format we can go the if condition.
If
Sales
If
greater than
sum of sales,
sum of
sorry,
sum of
sales
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 greater than 1 lakh or 1 lakh
1
50,
lakh
whatever the amount,
greater than 1
1,50,000,
lakh.
then
then
green.
we are saying that true or false. Just to go for
True.
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 else it's a false.
And
Eh,
else, sorry, else
False.
false.
And okay, this is a statement we have written for this condition. Okay, so let me go for apply it. Okay, so drag the condition into colors.
Yes.
Where my sales is greater than 1,50,000 is one color. Where my sales is less than 1,50,000 is one color. Go for change the colors as we requested. We required that green and red color. True all true conditions are green. All false conditions are in red. Okay. So now tell me that is that 1,50,000 whatever the condition we write in it, it's a static or dynamic?
It is
So
static
static only.
Static.
It's a
because we are
static.
not passing.
So
You're not passing
Yeah.
parameter to it.
Unless you can go for change it. I want to see that 1 lakh above. I want to see that 1 lakh above. Can I go for do that changing in the condition? Apply. Okay. Now we can see that 1 lakh above all are showing in green, remaining all red. Right?
Yes.
So can we go for dynamically pass that value? Can you go for dynamically pass that value?
Yes, sir.
Two parameters.
So we can
Dynamically.
write create a parameter analysis, create calculated field. Okay. Okay, something I can write it like this. So parameter we need to create it. Go for here, create parameter. Sales one I'm giving the parameter name. It's an integer. So range of values. So here you can take that. What is the range of value?
Minimum.
The sales values range. So this set values. So you can go for these values. Set values from. There is an option called as set values from. Okay. Let's fix quantity parameters. No, not we have it. Why we are getting only quantity here? Postal code quantity. No. When we are in open world, it's a different thing. Okay. Uncheck this all. Fix the one. Uncheck this range of values. Set value. Yeah. Let's go for select the sales. So you can see that minimum value of the sales is 0442. The maximum of sales is we are getting in 22,630. So it is that detail level. Detail level means when you go for my sales at each and every product wise sales, minimum value and maximum value. So you can load it when you go for get the data into the detail level. But here I want to data at subcategory level. That's why we don't go for use this option to get it. Okay, get the maximum and minimum value. When we are getting the data at each and every product wise, then you can go for load the sales data into here minimum and maximum values to know that. Okay, for time being we don't use this. Okay, so remove these values min and mention that the minimum subcategory sales is 3000 is there for me. I can mention it 1000. Okay, maximum sales is 3,30,000 is there. That is I can mention is 3,40,000. Is it correct? Yeah. Okay, step size. I want to go for when my move my scroll bar. I want to step into the 10,000. Okay, 10,000. It is so different. Click OK. So parameter I created. Okay, this parameter go for show parameter control. You can see that when I move my values, it's like using scroll bar, the related data I want to get. So let's go for here. What is the calculation we written for it? Condition one.
1 lakh.
Edit this condition one. Edit this condition one. Wherever you have given the constant value is 1 lakh. Take it out. Okay, take it out the constant value. Drag the parameter what you written. What is the parameter name we given? Sales one only, right? Drag into the greater than. Okay, drag it to the next to the greater than. So here, anytime you want to write any comments, just two forward slashes you can write it. Sales one means okay, the value in the parameter section. Okay, what is the sales value here is this is what are the value you can select in the parameter. What are the values select in the parameter? Okay, so you won't write a comment, so you can go for 2 forward slashes in that. You can keep it safe. Apply. Now you can see that the sales is getting based on the parameter. Condition is satisfying based on the parameter. Where my sales is greater than 3 lakh, then only green, remaining all in red color. Where my sales is greater than 21,000, those are all in green, remaining all in red. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Srinivas, can you show that condition again?
Yeah, condition 1, edit it. Okay. Sum of sales greater than parameter value. Clear? Okay. So this is the way we can write it. This 3 ways, almost 3-4 ways we have seen that how we can go for use the parameters. Right? Top and what you need to do that you need to practice. So what I did, I have go for change my dimension change based on category and subcategory. I'm getting the sales value. Can we change the measure as well? When I selected from here subcategory by sales I'm getting. I can put one more parameter here. In that parameter I can take it as sales. I want to get the subcategory by sales. When I select the profit from that parameter, I want to see the subcategory wise profit. Okay, I can go for select the category and one more parameter here I can select it. Profit, I want to see the profit, or if I want to see the sales, I want to see the sales. Can we do it?
Yes.
Yes.
You need to work on that. So you can create one more parameter based on measure. Okay, when I select the sales from that parameter, I want to see category wise sales. Okay, when I go for select the profit from that parameter, category wise profit. If I select the quantity from the parameter, quantity. Okay, so better I can show you that, but your own you have to try it. Okay, don't like that. You practice, you can remember it. Measure change, same thing. What we have done here, same options we would measure change. Okay, so what we selected this time, select the integer, measure 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1 means sales,
Sales. Profit.
profit, quantity. Okay, done. Parameter is created. Click OK. Show parameter control. Okay, we have sales, profit, quantity. So what we need to do is second step. 2 steps are completed. One step is created parameter. Second step is show parameter control. So the next step is what we need to do. We need to
Create
write a
calculation.
Calculated field.
Calculation.
calculation. So what I will do is, what is the dim change of is there? I will duplicate it. Okay, similar condition, right? Dim this one, right? Go for duplicate it. Okay, edit it. Okay. So here I can make it as measure change. Really? That's fine. Do you want me to write a fresh calculation? Measure change. So in the parameter name, I can take it out.
Measure change.
Measure change parameter, right? Equal to
Sales.
what we need to select it?
Sales.
1. You need to be think. Okay, 1. Then I to bring the sales.
Yeah.
If it is 1, then bring the sales. Else if here we have the 3, right? You need to write a else if statement. Okay? Else if again same condition, I can go for write it in the else if. It is true. Then what we need to bring it?
Profit.
Profit.
Oh,
Else quantity.
else quantity. No need to write one more condition. When these two conditions are not satisfied, it will be quantity. Okay. The calculation is valid.
Yes.
Apply. Okay. Sum of sales. You can take the sum of sales from here, and measure change you drag into the columns. Measure change you can drag into the column. What happened? Why we are not getting that values? We are getting somewhere. We did edit this measure change. Yeah. What is the wrong? Anyone can guess?
I think you are selecting integer value on parameter.
Okay. So integer is matching, right? That's not an issue. It should be aggregate. Sum of sales.
Measure change is like a dimension. No? Can you convert it to measure change?
Like something we written wrong here. Individual value.
Yes, Srinivas, we have assigned the measure one equal to sales and profit and quantity, but we have not written any calculations part.
Measure change is right. You can go for this. This is
Measure
the
change.
calculation we written.
Yes.
The measure change is equal to
Yeah, I assigned only 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, but we are not given any calculations part.
Okay. 1 equal to display as 2 display as.
let me
You are
write
not
this one.
entering.
Let me go for case statement. No, it is correct only, but something is wrong. Case, I can take the parameter. Okay. So when the parameter measure change is 1, then sales. Okay. So when 2, I want to take
Profit.
when 3, then quantity
Quantity.
and Okay, apply. Okay, take it out this and measure change, drag it to do one. Just let me go for converting to continue. Okay, okay. Let's do one thing. Somewhere we did the mistake. Delete it. Okay. Let's go for make it. Edit this measure change. Integer. Make it as a string as well.
Yes, sir.
Click OK and right mouse on the this calculated field. Still the one. Then sales. When then one and go for end the statement. This is the measure. Okay. Apply. Okay. Drag it into text. Yeah. Now we can see that it's getting the data. Something integer is not reflecting properly. Now you can see that subcategory wise quantity we are getting. Same you want to get the sales, click on sales. Subcategory wise sales values we are getting. Profit you want it
So Srinivas,
subcategory.
what was the issue? Like why it was not coming earlier?
So the parameter level measure change, we mentioned that it's string.
Okay.
We mentioned earlier it's an integer. So when you go for make an integer, uh, it's like any new options, new version, maybe they have did some changes. It's the latest version, 2021.4. Actually, I'm using just I put it and installed it. Maybe they have some updates kind of thing, so it's not a key.
Okay.
So just I convert into the string as I taken as a string here, and the same in the calculation itself. What I did is for the that 1 and 2 3 earlier, like earlier we put it in a single quotation, convert into the
Okay. And do we
okay.
need to convert it into measure? It'll come measure only, no? Measure.
It's a number actually. If when you go for right, this is actually a number. Actually, we are giving the number. You are not taking directly that what value in the measure, what value in the parameter. So you are checking that in the parameter we have the one that is in string format. So you need to go for pass the value also in the string format. So then
Okay.
the both values are matching, then bring the sales. Okay. The parameter we are comparing with what value in the parameter and which is the value we are passing.
Okay.
Okay, both are matched, then sales.
Okay.
So what are the values we have in parameter? That this is a constant value, static value we are passing to that parameter and checking that. Okay.
Okay.
So then bring that condition is satisfied, then bring these values. Right? We are related data, we can get it. Category I selected, category wise profit, sales I wanted sales, or quantity you wanted to go for quantity. Okay. This is the way we are going to be using the parameters. So we can go for share more detail about the parameters in the tomorrow session as well. Okay. So we can go for session today at 10:30. So do you have any questions? So let me do one thing. I can go for browser.